Hey there, welcome back to your agenda program. Just after 10:30. How are you doing this morning? We have been looking out on the roads. We have this amazing window here, which means huge window, which means we can look out on all the traffic. And I've really noticed that the school buses are back. And of course, the roads are starting to get busy again because of the school run. We'd all kind of got a little bit used to them being empty and being able to zoom out to the desert very, very quickly without coming across traffic jams. But now a Dubai-based teenager studying at Dwight Global High School has come up with a possible alternative solution for congestion. It is a grassroots idea and it's designed to help people share their daily journeys. It's called Community Carpool. I immediately think of carpool karaoke, but I promise there's no requirement to sing. And it is a free platform that essentially connects people who are looking to coordinate their shared commute. And it's just started and it's already starting to gain traction. Joining me now is the inventor behind it, 17-year-old Anvith Yalamanchili, who is the founder of Community Carpool. He joins me in the studio. Anvith, good to have you here. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. Tell me a little bit more about how exactly the platform works.
Yeah, so you go on the website, communitycarpool.org, and you register your journey. So we ask for as minimal information as possible. So we get your first name, your email, which we'll use to contact you from and to. So if I live in Arabian Ranches and I go to Dwight School, I would enter that. So from Arabian and then to Dwight. And then how far I'm willing to match with someone, and then you register your journey. So once we find you a match, we'll send you an email, and that takes you to a dashboard. So on that dashboard, you can see all of the people that you've matched with, and you approve if you want to share your details to that person. And so we have a big focus on privacy because when I started this project, I noticed that the existing solutions, they were all app-based. You had to download it. You had to give a lot of personal information, and the security was not very clear. So that's a big focus that we have, and we're also GDPR compliant. So privacy is a very important aspect of this tool.
Okay, it sounds brilliantly simple. And I think that's often the answer for solutions, for clever solutions to big problems.
Yeah.
What inspired you to start this initiative? Like, I don't want to overemphasize your age, but you are only 17.
Yeah. So I think we've all noticed an uptick in traffic. A lot of journeys take a lot longer than they did a few years ago. And I felt this as well. So my brother's drive to school, last year it took 15 minutes. This year it's taken 45 minutes because there was a few new schools that opened in the area. And what we observed was a lot of these cars came from communities. So they came in groups. So there was a group of cars from Arabian Ranches, a group of cars from Motor City. And what we thought of was we can reduce the amount of cars on the road if people started carpooling together. And so that was the inspiration for this solution.
Okay, so once everyone puts their details into the system, how is it you figuring out the connections, or have you created a clever algorithm?
Yeah, so while it seems pretty simple, on the back end, it's very complex. So once you register your journey, we actually use Google's points of interest. So if you've ever used Google Maps, when you enter the first few characters, you see your location show up. So we use the exact same system. And so we have coordinates of where you've entered, and then we use something called Mapbox. So we basically have a map, and we put different coordinates, and we can see how far is your journey and who's close by that can match with you. And so that's basically an algorithm that determines the distances, and it gives you a percentage on how good a match is.
How did you build this, or did you get someone to build it for you?
Yeah, so with the advent of AI, all of these tools are becoming increasingly more viable and usable. So there was I used Claude Code to assist me in building the project, but all of the user data is stored on third-party platforms. So there's something called Supabase, which hosts all of your user data, and it also has encryption, and everything is secure. So the actual front end, the website, so when you go on communitycarpool.org, that is built by AI, but then once you submit your response, it goes onto private platforms.
Okay, so you're being very modest, saying that AI has done lots to help you, like the Claude system. But nevertheless, this is quite extraordinary that you've managed to create this entire initiative by yourself. Are you studying computer science at school? Like, is this a passion of yours? I hope so, because if you're just doing it as a side hustle while studying, astrophysics, then I might be a bit, it is extraordinary to meet someone who's already created such a brilliant platform.
Yeah, thank you. So last year I took AP Computer Science, so I have some fundamentals. Yeah, when I say AI, it's not that it can build it entirely for you. You still need to plan it out. You still need to make sure that the output is usable. You need to approve everything. And so I think in the future, when people are creating projects, yes, AI can help you code, but you always need to review anything and what it gives you. And so that's what I've done. I've looked at everything and make sure that it works suitably.
Okay, so the next step, once you've built a brilliant platform, is to get people to visit it. How many people have started looking at it, have started using it?
So we launched this 2 months ago, and we've gotten close to 500 users. And of those users, about 2/3 have gotten a match. So those were people that wouldn't have started carpooling, now have someone that they can start carpooling with.
Do you think people are happy to share journeys? You know how some people, the reason why they don't get the bus or the metro is because they like their time in the car. Do you think you might be able to persuade them through this system to share?
Yeah, it's all about convenience, and it's also good for the environment. So this is meant to reduce the cars on the road, which will theoretically make the drives much quicker. So I'm hoping to persuade people that maybe half of their drive they can share with someone else and start carpooling, and so they can drive half. You can agree to something with someone else and figure out what your arrangement would look like.
Yeah. Oh, that's a big point. Any money changing hands?
No, it's expressly stated on the platform. This is solely meant for in communities and people that are already going to a place, sharing that ride with someone else. So no money should be exchanged. This is solely meant for community benefit.
Okay, so how do you see this fitting into the wider transport picture in Dubai going forward? I remember, like, over in the United States, one of the reasons why Carpool Karaoke with James Corden became so famous is because in order to travel in certain lanes in LA, you have to have more people in the car. Do you imagine a sort of scenario like that maybe happening here in Dubai?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, that's the very end goal. But this fits in a unique place. It's not meant to replace school buses or buses in general. It's just meant to bring people together and to otherwise take a drive alone with someone else, like a friend or someone new in your community.
Yeah, you never know. It might be an opportunity to sort of meet new people as well,
Exactly.
especially, expats move into the country all the time.
Yeah.
Like I said at the beginning of the interview, I didn't want to overemphasize your age, but age 17 to already be setting up a platform like this is very impressive. What is your long-term vision for it?
So I want to set up a movement. I want to get people that are like-minded, any youth that are listening, to join the team. And I'm hoping that this can be like an organization that can exist beyond my assistance, so that students can collectively run this platform, make sure that it grows as much as it can, and it can be self-sustaining, that once we get enough users, that people will intrinsically share it and it'll grow on its own.
Personal ambitions as well, because I'd love to know what your next stage is in your life. Are you just about to do your IB exams?
Next year.
Next year?
Yeah.
Next year, okay. Yeah. And then what do you want to do after that? Do you want to study abroad or study here?
Yeah, I mean, there are some great universities here. There's a AI university in Abu Dhabi. That sounds really appealing to me. So I'm gonna apply there, and then maybe a few in the United States.
Awesome. Absolute pleasure to have you join us in the
thank
studio.
you.
Anvil, thank you. And by the way, Anvith got in touch with us in order to highlight this initiative. He messaged us on 4001, or maybe he used the WhatsApp 048715500. And Anvith, I'm really grateful that you did that. This is exactly the type of community initiative we like to talk about on the programme and on Dubai Eye. So thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
You've just been listening to the voice of 17-year-old Anvith Yalamanchili, the founder of Community Carpool. And if you want to find that online, the website is
communitycarpool.org.
Check it out. Thanks very much indeed.